Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Life Happens, Let's Fix It. So today I'm upgrading my garage. I got my two rolling storage cabinets completed, and if you didn't catch that video, I've got a card right up here. You can take a look at that video. But now I'm going to rearrange my garage, and I'll show you a before picture here in just a minute. But today the plan is to hang a cabinet on the wall that my brother built me years ago. I think this is from Wood Magazine in October of 2006. So this is it's a really cool cabinet. I don't know if you can tell, I'll show you when I get it on the wall, but the doors open up and there's pegboard on all sides of all the doors, and there's an inner door. It's just pretty slick design, holds a ton of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna hang that kind of in the center of the wall here, and then I'm gonna put my two new cabinets under that, and then I've also got a rolling mobile miter saw station, and I'm going to move that over in the center as well. So enough talking. Thanks for stopping by, and let's get started. All right, here I'm creating a French cleat to put on the wall to hook my cabinet on. So I'm just ripping this piece of solid pine I had laying around in my scraps down to 3/4 of an inch wide. Next, I'm going to swap out my zero clearance plate so I can tilt my blade to 45 degrees. And then we'll cut the 45-degree cut on the French cleat. And in order to make this cut, I'm going to move my fence over to the other side of the blade. And then switch camera angles so you can see what's going on the other side of the fence. And here I'm just ripping my piece to 45. And then I'll turn my blade back up to 90 and make a couple cross cuts, and we'll swap out here after I get my blade set. I'll grab my cross cut sled, and this is good for making the cross cuts, obviously, hence the name. So I'll square up one side here, then make my measurement to the desired width and make the second cut. And then we should be ready to attach it to the wall. So here I've already marked the center of the wall between the two windows. And so I've got my center point, and now I'm just marking the studs. So I'm kind of eyeballing down the other screws in the wall. Now I'm transferring those marks from the wall to my French cleat. And then I'll move over to my workbench and drill a couple holes with a counterbore countersink bit. You can see those laying on the counter there. Got those at Woodcraft. And then once I get the countersunk holes drilled, I'll be ready to get back up on the wall and mount those with screws to the studs. I'm going to put the first one in here, just getting it pretty close to my height that I had already marked. And once I get that screw put in, I'll grab a level and get it lined up straight, and then put in the second screw. And now we're ready to hang the cabinet. My son happened to walk by at just the right time for me, maybe not for him. But we got it hung up on the wall. And that's all there is to it. I'm probably going to put another cleat underneath just to hold it, because there was only 2 screws in that one cleat. So once I get this filled up, it'll be a little heavier. But here's a look inside. As you can see, if you open the outer doors, there's pegboard on both sides, and there's a gap inside, so there's room for the little hangers to go through. And then I've got my slide out bins to keep screws in, and those can be pulled out easily and carried to your workpiece if you need it. Then there's a set of inner doors, again with plywood on both sides, or a pegboard on each side. So I don't have this thing filled up right now, but I have in the past, and you can put a ton of tools in here. So a lot of the tools that I don't use that often, obviously I'll put on the very inner pegboards and then work my way out to the ones I use the most. And so I'm looking forward to getting this thing back out. It's been sitting under the house for too long. All right, now it's time to move all my storage into place now that I got my shelf hung. So I'm having to navigate around all the stuff in my garage, but hopefully as I get more storage built, get some of this stuff cleaned out and put away, I'll maximize the amount of space I have to work out in the middle of the floor. So there's my rolling miter saw station. Move my ice maker out of the way that needs to be fixed, and put my other cabinet in place. And then I got room for these mobile stations. I kind of designed to put my portable tools and or my other workbench tools that I don't use that often up there. And then finally, I've made these workbenches the same height as my table saw so they can work as an outfeed table. All right, that wraps up this week's video. If you liked this video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more content, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And we'll see you next time on Life Happens. Let's Fix It.